For our sustainable facility project, we chose the Duke Faculty Club.
My name is Jack Cline.
Evan Woods. So some background information about the Duke Faculty Club is it opened in 1971. There's 9 tennis courts, 6 clay courts, and 3 hard courts. There's 4 total pools, 1 outdoor, 1 waiting, and 2 indoor lap pools. 1 is cold and 1 is hot. The Faculty Club is also the home of the Aqua Devils youth swim team. It has a fitness center, free weights, weighted machines, cardio equipment, and a stretching area. Fitness classes are available such as yoga, Pilates, strength training, TRX, total body, Tabata, and Aqua Blast. There are tennis and pickleball lessons available for members and non-members with a surcharge. There are also community events held at the Faculty Club. Access to the facility is only for Duke faculty, staff, and some alumni. There's a long waiting list to get in. So our interest in the Duke Faculty Club is because Ray is a family friend of Jack's. His wife went to college with his mom. We want to focus on something local and personal, and facilities such as the Duke Faculty Club give us a more realistic view of facility management in our lives.
All right, so some information on our interviewee. This is Ray Neese. He's a graduate from East Carolina University, and so he actually grew up playing competitive tennis in his youth, and then when he got to college, he kind of gave that up when he graduated and went into bar management. But he didn't like working the late nights. His wife didn't like it, so he decided to pursue his interest in tennis. Ray is certified by the PTR, USPTA, and PPR. So the first two are 2 different tennis certifications, and the third one is a pickleball certification. And for his job, only one of the 2 tennis ones are required, but he went ahead and got all 3 just to kind of have that advantage in his career.
So the organizational structure, it is overseen by Duke University but operates as its own private entity. Employees report to the executive director. There's a director within each department and programs such as racket sports, fitness and wellness, camps and clinics, and aquatics. Employees have access to Duke benefits, which is like healthcare, paid time off, and retirement plans. The facility is funded by its own revenue. And in 2014, donors pushed for the facility to be upgraded, resulting in a $9 million expansion to the clubhouse. This money was borrowed from the University of Duke and is paid off monthly.
So the facility structure, as mentioned, there are 9 tennis, 7 pickleball courts, 4 pools, but there's also a snack bar in that fitness center. So if you look at this image here down on the right, is kind of their architectural layout of how they wanted their clubhouse area to look. So it's designed as kind of a spine, and it has a path that flows between departments easily. And there's a big wood screening at the entrance to give it natural lighting and give it like a natural aesthetic. And so as mentioned in the previous slide, they renovated and expanded their clubhouse in 2014. So they're still paying that off, but future plans are to expand specifically for their summer camps, as that is the main revenue stream for the Duke Faculty Club.
About the maintenance operations, there's 1 full-time head of maintenance who has a full-time helper. There are extra people on staff that are designated for maintenance in summer camps because of the increased volume due to camps. Members of the staff help when needed. This includes tasks like cleaning the courts and making sure the facilities are safe. In-house maintenance materials come from a supply chain group or purchased externally through vendors.
So for recruiting and training, over the summer, there's a significantly more amount of people because they have to bring in camp counselors and lifeguards. So the camp counselors are taught CPR, crisis management, and just overall how to deal with children and settle them down and make sure that everybody is safe. The lifeguards, there's 35 that are brought in every summer. Not only do they get trained prior to starting their job, but also throughout the summer they do continuous training. And then tennis lessons, when they get too many lessons booked to where they don't have enough professionals to teach the lessons, they'll go and they'll outsource members of the Duke club tennis team and hire them to give lessons to children when needed.
A little bit about the food and beverage operations. There is a snack bar with seasonal workers. It's overseen by an office manager. There's no grill, but they still have some hot foods such as paninis, quesadillas, and sandwiches. And they also have snacks such as chips, candy, ice cream, and different beverages.
So looking into their sustainability, when I spoke with Ray, he noted that in 2014, Duke committed to being a carbon neutral campus. So they have worked with their engineering departments and created a centralized power source, if that makes sense, energy source that expands out into all their affiliations, such as the Duke Faculty Club. In addition to this, maintenance equipment has gone from gas to electric powered. So the best way he described this to me and his job and his everyday is that he goes out there with the electric blower and he has to blow off all the leaves on the tennis courts and whatnot. And when they were under renovation back in 2014, the architects, like it says, wanted the design to reflect environmental stewardship. So they went and sourced all the wood locally, and that's how you saw that wood screen that has that natural lighting that comes through. And in addition, during this construction process in 2014, they also improved their HVAC and water efficiency, which goes along with the 2024 plan that Duke has put into place.
And now for the economic sustainability, there are annual membership fees that are secured because of the club's popularity and waitlist. Summer camps are the biggest source of revenue, like we mentioned earlier, bringing in almost $1 million annually per summer. And the shared resources through Duke University, such as energy efficiency, is cost saving for the Duke Faculty Club as well. And there are special events that drive external revenue that is otherwise not accounted for.
For the last part of our sustainability review, is the Duke Faculty Club is affiliated with the university, but it is managed and operated and financed completely separate. But since they are affiliated, they do get a lot of the benefits that Duke has to offer, such as the healthcare, the paid time off, the retirement plans. It's accessible and inclusive to all. There is a long wait list. Every year, there's probably one alumni member who gets in and only a handful of faculty members. So it's booked full throughout the year. And yeah, it creates its own social environment for the Duke community because you have to be a faculty member or an alumni to even get in the first place. And because it has racket sports and aquatics and fitness centers, it promotes health and wellness. And it hosts community events that are not only charitable but also help the reputation of the club. So an example of this is last year John Shire's wife held her charity event at the Duke Faculty Club. So some of our sustainable solutions to this would be they have to completely do a demolition on the clay courts and the hard courts, but specifically the clay courts. This clay, that when they have to tear it up, could be repurposed as a top dressing for the other courts or for landscaping purposes like walkways. Second one that we have is to install a permanent asphalt slab underneath the hard courts. So when they come in and they have to tear that up, every few years, it's a lot of work for the contractors and it's expensive. So if they had permeable asphalt underneath these hard courts, they wouldn't have to go so deep every time they replace it, and they'd have a base for them to build on. So then next is they should install a regenerative filtration system that reduces backwash by up to 80%. So by doing this, Duke would save money in the long run with water waste. They wouldn't have so much, and the backwash would be prevented by 80%, which is a lot. And to go along with this, they should also switch to saltwater pools because the salt in the pool naturally converts into chlorine through electrolysis, however it's pronounced. So this helps keep the chlorine level steady without putting harsh chemicals into the water, which helps with our physical health and with our skin. It's not good to have all those chemicals on our skin.
The impact on sustainability at home. Family has switched to electric landscaping equipment. we used to use gas-powered leaf blowers and weed eaters, and now we use electric. Recycle/repurpose material for home projects, source new materials locally, use native plants for landscaping, and consider home regenerative filtration systems.
So lastly, Duke Faculty Club is an outstanding facility with all-around professionalism. So it is versatile. Granted, it has aquatics, racket sports, and general fitness, and it creates a good social environment as it stands out in our community. And so I find it interesting that it is affiliated with Duke, and that Duke is willing to give the faculty club their benefits, although it's not a part of their revenue, it's not a part of their financial operations. Um, so while Duke Faculty Club might not have many big sustainability practices that stand out, they're working collectively in all of these areas to improve sustainability actions as a part of their continuous improvement, which is something that's important to everybody that works there, is that they continue to make the club better for everybody who's a member. That's all we have, so thank you for watching.